Hey guys, welcome to the Crypto is Coming channel. This video will be covering ADA staking, specifically how to calculate your rewards and how to estimate your rewards based on a particular plan. So in my previous video, I covered what is proof of work versus proof of stake, and then how does staking specifically apply to Cardano. So if videos like this is something you're interested in, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more videos. So first off, if you just want to get an idea of what your staking rewards will be, you can head over to the official cardano.org/calculator, and they have their own staking calculator. So in this calculator, all you need to do is come down here and put in how much ADA that you want to delegate, and it will give you a breakdown of through 1 year, how much ADA will you receive based on a specific reward percentage that it gives you. You can also go to the advanced options here, and you can set specifics about the stake pool that you want to contribute to. And based on these different criteria, it will give you a different estimated output. You can also go over here to run a stake pool, and you can estimate what your yearly earnings would be if you were to host your own stake pool. However, in this video, I won't be focusing on the specifics of stake pools and things like fees and average transactions per epoch. So if you're interested in more in that, head over to the cardano.org site, and you can play around with this calculator as well as learn more information about what it takes to run a stake pool. So heading over to Excel, I have made a Cardano staking chart just to help visualize the return on your investment and how to predict your estimated profit per epoch or your profit per day, or just how big your bag size will be in a certain amount of time. So how I've set this up is I set up an initial US dollar investment. For this example, I set it at $1,000 with an initial ADA price of about 10 cents. So ADA was 10 cents previously last summer, as well as during the last fall, before the huge increase in the market in December and January. The next APY, so APY is your annual percentage. So based on this percentage rate, I will earn 5% of my staked ADA per year. However, it is important to note that this interest is compounded every epoch or 5 days. So what you need to do is calculate your percentage per epoch, which is simply your annual percentage rate multiplied by 5 and then divided by 365 to convert from percentage per year to percentage per epoch. And then lastly, I have here what the rule of 70. So the rule of 70 is an estimation based on exponential growth of how long it will take your initial investment to double. However, it is important to note that this is if you only staked your initial delegation and did not add any more to it. So if you're planning to continually invest into your delegation wallet, then this rule of 70 does not apply. But if you want to set money aside and just wait for it to double, this is a good estimation of how long it will take. And to calculate it, you simply take 70 and divide it by your annual percentage rate, and this will give you this estimation. Now moving on into the main chart, I have it set up to show 3 different time units. So I have epochs, days, and years, just to give you a visualization of each of those 3. This column is your current staked bag, so how much ADA you have in your wallet. The return is your staked bag multiplied by your percent per epoch, so how much ADA you're adding every 5 days. Next column here is just how much money you're adding yourself. So like I said, if you want to add to your delegation wallet to increase the growth rate, that's where this is accounted for. This column here is just the current price of ADA. I just have an estimation of 1 cent per epoch, which is not realistic, but it's just a way to visualize how Cardano could grow. And then I have it split off to epoch profit and profit per day. So just how much US dollar value are you getting per epoch or per day? So the important equations you need to set up to make this chart is here in the staked ADA table. You need to add the previous staked bag size with your return, and then plus the multiplication of any added US dollars with the current price of ADA. So I have this column set up to not be ADA, because over long periods of time, the price of ADA will fluctuate. So it's not easy to say I want to add 100 ADA every month, because 100 ADA could be worth $1,000 or it could be worth $10. So I wanted to make sure I'm adding in a US dollar price and then multiplying that by the price of ADA. And this first cell here is calculated by an initial investment. So I just set it up where I invested $1,000 at a price of 10 cents per ADA, which then would net me 10,000 ADA. But we could change this to be more closer to the current price, which is about 90 cents. And here's what it would look like there. And then just to double check the rule of 70, like I said, this estimation says in 14 years, my money will double. So in 14 years, I should have 2,222.22 ADA. And if we scroll all the way down to 14 years, we see that we are pretty close to exactly at the 14-year mark for 2,222 ADA. So that rule of 70 is a really good estimation of your doubling rate. So now that I've talked about the structure of this table and what each column means, let's make a scenario where you're trying to retire off of ADA profit. So how big of a bag size do you need, and how much USD do you need to be adding per month to get to a point where you can live off of the staking rewards of your ADA? So with this current example of $1,000 invested at the current price, it's not very logical to think that you could retire off this value. So let's do something a little different. And let's say you invested $10,000 earlier this year when the price of ADA was 15 cents. So if you did this, this would net you a total bag of 66,666 ADA, and you would be earning roughly 45 ADA every epoch. Not the current value of ADA of about $1. Again, this is estimated, and I'm just adding 1 cent every epoch just to show an increase in ADA price, because ADA price does not increase linearly, but it does increase parabolically and then dip and then parabolically. So I'm just estimating it as a linear fit, which is probably an underestimation of where ADA will be in the future. So at this example investment, we're already making $9 a day just by staking rewards. Now let's look at an example where you're not just delegating your initial stake, but where you're adding to your delegation wallet every month, and see how that changes the growth rate of your bag. So for this example, let's say that every month you can afford to put $400 into your ADA investment. So we'll come over here and we'll type in $400, and then we'll come down here to this epoch here, and we'll say we'll add $400 on that next month. And then to make this go all the way through the chart, we just come down here, give it an even distribution, and it will fill that in. So keep in mind that we're not adding 400 ADA every month, but we're adding 400 US dollars. So as the price of ADA goes up, that will be less ADA added to our delegation. But simply by doing this, we see how much faster that this grows. And now let's find how long does it take to double if we're adding 400 US dollars every month. So our initial stake again was 66,666. So let's go look for 133,000, which would be doubling the bag size. So heading down into the chart, we see that about right here is where we would reach that double mark. And it would take roughly 10.5 years to double your stake. But when comparing this to the rule of 70, we see that this would shave off 3.5 years on your time to double. The amount that adding ADA monthly affects this time to double depends on your investment. Because if we were back to that initial investment of only 1,000 ADA, then we could double that in 2 months just by buying $800 worth of ADA. So it's important to note that as your bag size increases, the effect of adding 400 US dollars per month will go down. But the smaller your bag size, the faster it will grow. And also looking here, we see that the estimated value of ADA based on my linear model is $8 per ADA. And this will be 10 years in the future. So if ADA is a project you believe in, I really don't feel like $8 is a price that is too out there. And even at this price value, you'd be earning $157 a day just from your delegation, which comes out to be about $788 every epoch. And not only would you be earning that much money per day, but let's calculate the current value of your ADA bag. And that would put the value of your ADA bag at $1.1 million. So not only would you be earning $160 per day, but the net worth of your ADA stake would be $1.15 million at that price of ADA. So I just wanted to make this video and show this chart to kind of give you guys a visual representation of how to kind of analyze the delegation rewards and how to apply that to your life. So if you're looking at adding a steady passive income, make sure you set up a table like this just to see how much you could earn based on your investment in ADA and how much money that you can consistently invest in ADA to grow that bag size faster. But you need to keep in mind that when you're calculating these percentages, that you're not earning 5% per year on your US dollar, but you're earning that on ADA. So as ADA increases in value, the return on US dollars will change. So that's why I believe that if you believe in a project like I believe in ADA, that this is a very good thing to set up, because you will be earning passive income in a cryptocurrency that you believe in. And maybe someday down the line, you won't even need to convert to US dollar profit. You'll simply just be making ADA profit. And then you can go and buy stuff with ADA or pay your mortgage with ADA. So I think it's just a really interesting thing to set up this table and to really look at the details. So if you guys have any further questions, or if you want me to look at any other aspects of Cardano staking, make sure you let me know down in the comments. And I really appreciate you guys checking out my videos. Thank you.